Hi everybody, Robin here, back again with more news. Volvo just released its 6th electric vehicle, the ES90 fastback sedan. With a hatchback instead of a trunk, and the fact that it rides a bit on the high side, Volvo doesn't mind if you think of the ES90 as an SUV as opposed to a sedan. It's not. It is a tallish sedan with a fastback rear end. One that looks just like an enlarged Polestar 2, to me at least. The ES90 debuts a new 800-volt electrical system for Volvo, as well as a new and faster set of computer modules. But before digging into the details, I want to take a moment and celebrate the fact that we have a new car entering the market. That's rare these days. I'll go ahead and put the dimensions up on the screen for you to see. It's roughly the same size as a BMW 5 Series or a Mercedes E-Class, mid-size premium sedan. And I will add that its 7.2-inch ground clearance is in fact a bit on the high side for a sedan. All right, let's talk about the 800-volt powertrain. One big benefit of going to an 800 as opposed to a 400-volt electrical system is charging time. And indeed, this new system can now handle a 350 kilowatt charger, and that means that your range will gain an additional 186 miles in just 10 minutes of charging on that system. However, bear in mind that is based on the European WLTP cycle, which tends to be more generous with range and mileage than the EPA. Volvo also says that you'll go from a 10% to 80% charge in as little as 20 minutes. Pretty good. And you'll be charging one of 2 different battery pack sizes for one of 3 different power options. The base system uses one electric motor mounted on the rear axle that produces 329 horsepower and 354 pound-feet of torque. That draws from a 92 kilowatt-hour battery pack. The European cycle says that that's good for 400 miles of range, but I bet the EPA will say something closer to 300 miles of range. Volvo says that that is enough power to hustle the 5,200-pound ES90 sedan from 0 to 62 miles an hour in 6.9 seconds. An all-wheel drive version of the ES90 sedan mounts an electric motor on each axle and provides a total of 443 horsepower and 494 pound-feet of torque. Volvo stopped the clock at 5.5 seconds to reach 62 miles an hour from rest. Going all-wheel drive does mean a bigger battery pack, 106 kilowatt hours, and that does also increase the range. WLTP says 435 miles. Again, I'm guessing the EPA will say something closer to 325 miles. Finally, Volvo will happily shove in larger, more powerful electric motors on each axle and give you a grand total of 671 horsepower and 642 pound-feet of torque. That is Porsche Taycan Turbo S territory. It uses the same battery pack and needs but 4 seconds to reach 62 miles an hour from rest. Yeah, by the way, the all-wheel drive ES90 sedan weighs closer to 5,600 pounds. Volvo built the ES90 from the SPA2 platform, and it houses tons of computing power, which got the name NVIDIA Drive AFX Orin. I do not know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. That's enough processing power to handle 5 radars, 7 cameras, 12 ultrasonic sensors, and a LiDAR. And that could add up to a higher level of driving automation. Super Cruise competitor? Time will tell. Of course, being a brand new EV sedan, we do have plenty of luxury and tech inside, and that includes a 14.5-inch portrait-mounted center display, which itself includes plenty of amenities and Google built in, which is Google Maps, Google Play, and Google Assistant for all of your Hey Google needs. From there, all of your pertinent driving information comes from a 9-inch digital instrument cluster, as well as a heads-up display. And of course, with all of those cameras mounted, the ES90 does include a 360-degree view of the immediate surroundings. Volvo's latest sedan will also include 4-zone climate control and a massive panoramic glass roof. One option Volvo will offer is electrochromic tint for said roof, which will give occupants the option to adjust transparency as needed. Finally, the top-of-the-line audio option will be a 25-speaker Bauer & Wilkins sound system for the audiophiles among us. Good thing that Volvo says the ES90 is the quietest vehicle they've ever produced. Outside, you'll see Thor's hammer-shaped headlights, C-shaped taillights, generally clean and simple lines, and as large as 22-inch wheels. But all I see is a stretched out Polestar 2. It may take several months for the new ES90 to make it to Volvo dealers here in the United States, and we'll learn how much it costs as we approach that date. But again, it will be in the same ballpark as the other mid-size premium sedans. Either way, what's been revealed so far is plenty compelling for me to want to review one as soon as possible. I'm Robin Warner. Thank you very much for watching.